Hello and welcome to WJTS-Inform. I'm your host, Bill Potter. Let's find out what's happening with the Jasper Community Arts. Joining us in the studio is the Executive Director for Jasper Community Arts, and that is Kit Miracle. Kit, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you, Bill. It's always great to be here.
Well, it's been too long since we've had you on, but you've had some terrific shows, and you've got some terrific shows coming up and programming within the Arts Center.
We do. We're just so busy all the time, 7 days a week most of the time.
Is there ever a time that you're off? Is there ever like a lax time?
Well, I keep telling myself, but about the only time I can take vacation is usually in August. You know, I can't get a... I just looked at my calendar. This is the first weekend I've had off in over a month.
Yeah, there's always something going on.
Because our stuff is on weekends, yeah.
Well, let's talk about first of all, the performing arts that are coming up in February and March. Now, tickets are available for all these shows?
Tickets are still available, yes.
Right.
We have, it's a backstage, but we can open it up, called Trick Boxing, and that's February 21st. And it's kind of a dancing, music, comedy, little vignettes, and the storyline goes as Danny meets this woman who wants him to make some more money, and she's teaching him how to box, and he doesn't really want to box, and they do a little dance and song, and I have seen these people do stuff, and they are just so funny, but it's just fast humor. You have to really catch it.
And this will work backstage, because normally backstage is a pretty small area.
It is, but well, we may just keep it like a long backstage, and if we have huge ticket sales, we just will set it up for regular programming, and people will sit in the regular auditorium.
And trick boxing is about a relationship between two people.
Relationship, but it's humor and dancing, music, and lots of one-liners.
All right, and tickets are still available?
Yes.
All right, and again, that's February 21st at 7:30. And then the next show is
Joshua
different.
Kane, Borders of the Mind. So any of you who like The Mentalist or who like those mind-reading, telepathy type shows, and he will be calling people up out of the audience and having them, you know, describe, or he will tell them what their best friend was like, and he'll draw a picture, and they'll draw a picture, and guess what? They match, you know.
Really?
A lot of interesting things, and he's such an interesting character. Joshua does all kinds of Shakespeare stuff and Edgar Allan Poe, because he'll be here for several days doing work in the schools, but the public performance is the Mentalist type, Borders of the Mind.
You brought up the schools, and I'd like to kind of point that out about the Arts Center, and what you do is, a lot of times people may just see, oh, all they do is bring in these performances, these performers, and people buy tickets. But a lot of times they're associated with educational programs within the school.
Joshua will be doing 2 middle school performances of readings from Edgar Allan Poe, so kind of scare the pants off of you. And he's got one of these real deep, booming voices, you know, they're very creepy. And then he will be doing Mad Men and Kings, some vignettes from Shakespeare, and some in-class work. Plus he's doing a whole day of Kennedy Center training of the teachers of how to incorporate the arts into their classrooms. So we're getting the most out of this event.
Well, that's great. I think a lot of times people need to understand that there is more depth to the performance than just the performance they see on stage at the Arts Center.
Sure.
That you're doing things, community outreach, so to
lots.
speak. Okay, and then we have the Diamonds with the Glenn Miller Orchestra.
The Diamonds with the Glenn Miller Orchestra is in March, so that's a little way away, but tickets are going fast for that one. And I saw them perform. Obviously, it's not all of the Diamonds, but they are so energetic, and it is such a great performance. And then with the Glenn Miller Orchestra backing them up, a live orchestra, it will just knock your socks off. Now, it's not all just their songs. It's going to be, I think, American Bandstand or Jukebox Junction or something, songs of that era.
Sure.
but they are just such a high energy group. You'll go home breathless.
Well, that sounds like a big show.
It is a big,
the
big
whole
show.
stage is probably going to be filled.
It is a
Yes.
very big show. Yeah.
All right. And tickets are still available for that show as well.
Yes.
Okay, now we mentioned tickets. How can people get tickets?
482-3070. 482-3070. Call us. Come by the office anytime. We don't sell tickets online, but you can actually check out the seating schedule, the seating schematic online. There's a map there that shows you where everything is. But obviously the best seats sell first.
Sure.
So the ones right up front, you know.
And your folks are really good about helping. If somebody says, well, I'd like to have an aisle seat, or, I'm looking for this.
Sure.
I'd like to be right in the very center.
Well, those are probably
Those are
gone.
gone, okay.
Unless somebody turns them in. But we have, handicap seating, special seating issues, and we always ask that. So there are seats in the front and the back for those.
Okay. Now, you have visual arts as well with the Crimp Gallery.
Visual arts. We currently have Stephanie McGinnis from Ohio there, who has done some unique oil paintings, and it's like looking at a room from the bird up in the corner, and they're kind of skewed. They're very bright and colorful, real fun.
All right. And then Youth Art Month is in March, which is what?
This is a national thing. Youth Art Month is in March across, and the first 2 weeks we celebrate the local high schools, and it's all 4 local high schools in Du Bois County. And the second 2 weeks we alternate between elementary school and middle school. So this year it's elementary school. So there will be tons of artwork, tons of people. There's 2 receptions, and both the receptions are on Sundays from noon until 2. So those are free, come, and there are refreshments, and we get rid of a lot of cookies and punch at these receptions. Yeah.
Well, it's really enlightening to see the work that the kids do. I mean, the kids, or high school kids, sometimes
Not only that, but that the teachers, the teachers have encouraged the students, and we mix it up. We don't just put all Jasper High School, all Forest Park, in one area. We mix it up so everybody has to look at everything if they come in looking for their grandchild's
It's also
photo.
mixed mediums, too.
It is, and so I think with elementary school we'll see a lot more of that. We have sculpture and sometimes things flying from the ceiling. I don't know. It's different.
And this is all in the Crimp Gallery, which is I guess some people think of as the foyer to the auditorium.
But it is the Crimp. Yeah,
it is the Crimp Gallery.
5% of the time. The rest of the time, it's the Crimp Gallery. And since we have our new gallery display units about a year and a half ago, that moves. It changes all the time. So it's really fun.
And going to the Crimp Gallery is free?
It's always free.
And what are the hours?
Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5. Thursdays we're open until 7, and Sunday afternoons noon until 3. We're closed on Saturdays unless we have a program going on.
And you also offer opportunities for people to learn new art skills with your workshops.
We offer a lot of workshops. So we have fall, winter, and then art ventures in the summertime. Our classes start the second week in February for our art ventures. Enrollment for most of those has ended, but we still have openings in a number of classes, like winter landscape painting, how to draw the human figure or the human face, and a lot. And people are, well, I can't draw with a straight line, and I said, well, that's why we have rulers, But the teachers are all great, and they're all actually trained art teachers. So we have classes for kids, we have classes for adults, and we still have some clay classes available. There's a really cute one. It's a canvas one for kids, and it's called Cupid's Canvas. So the children will come in and do something Valentine themed it's like a one-day class. So some of them are for 6 weeks, some of them are just for a couple weeks, and some are just one day.
Okay, and you have listed here the Cabernet and Canvas spring thing. What is that?
That's a new thing that we started last year, and this has been very popular, like the wine and canvas. And we have very limited seating. This is held at the Crimp Gallery. We only have 18 slots. So the guests come in, all of the materials are provided. There is a teacher there that will walk them through a project so they can take the project home at the end of the 3 hours. Most people come with their friends. It's a nice evening out, mom and daughter, friends, girlfriends, whatever. But they sell out just like instantly.
What's the project? Is it a painting? Is it
It's a painting project, and each time it's different. So the one in March is about spring flowers.
That is neat. And so
anybody of any skill level,
Okay.
you do not have to even know how to hold the brush. We will take you from beginning to end, and you'll be happy with the product.
All right, and that is, they need to contact you to get the seats.
Yes, I'm not even sure the press releases have gone out about that one.
Ooh, so hurry, call now.
There are only 18 slots, when it's filled. So they get all of the materials, they get the lessons, and they get a glass of wine or beer, and usually a few snackies, all for a very modest price.
That is a neat idea. Now, to find out more, it's really, you're very easy to find out information about the Jasper Community Arts, but for those that don't know, you've got a website, Twitter, Facebook?
JasperArts.org, call us 482-3070, watch the papers. We send out 85 press releases for everything we do. If you're a Facebook fan, friend us, because all this stuff is posted on Facebook. We have about 2,000 followers on our Facebook. And sometimes we'll put stuff up and the phones start ringing within 5 minutes. So, but the Cabernet and Canvas and some of the workshops have very limited seating.
So you better stay on that by always checking the website or becoming a friend through Facebook or Twitter or Instagram.
Yes.
And one final thing, theme parties.
Theme parties are just going bananas. We have been doing so many birthday parties, and of course glamour parties are one of the more popular ones, where little girls come in with all their friends and they get the hair and the makeup, and we do all the decorating and cleaning up, and the parents provide the food and the presents. But it's 2.5 hours of fun. But we also do art parties where kids can come in, and there are several different projects that the parents can choose from for the kids. And again, it's kind of a make and take, and they have the party and they get to do a project and take it with them. And dance parties, which are held down and those are for big groups, like a whole class or something. Lots of fun. We put the spinning lights and the bulbs up and the dance music, and the kids just have a grand time.
Well, there's art, visual, and art and performances, and a little bit of everything, and learning as well, all connected with the Jasper Community Arts.
That's right.
Kit, thanks for coming in. Anything else that you'd like to add?
Oh, just check our website, because I change it about every week. I add more stuff.
So find something there.
Yeah.
Kit Miracle, the Executive Director for the Jasper Community Arts, has been our guest. We thank you for watching WJTS. We are local people watching local people.